This video is sponsored by Albion Online. Galahad is here for Albion Online, and with it a slew of new changes. So let's talk about them. First up is a metaphorical reverse Pangea. The Royal Islands have been combined to create a large new landmass, the Royal Continent. This continent is separated into biomes, each of which have their own resources to gather, and in the middle of each biome is a central city. These are meant to act as economic hubs, which have all been given their own purpose, look, and layout. The Outlands, which are a high-tiered PvP zone, have also received a revamp, with new hubs that are designed to push higher-tiered guilds closer together and create an overall better place for guild warfare. Not that there's ever a good place for warfare, except in video games, in which case every place is a good place for warfare. And all of this can be seen via the new world map, which now has various zoom settings and better displays relevant information. Ain't it sexy? The NPC inhabitants of the world have also undergone some changes. Guardians are one new addition. These are giant world bosses that protect Tier 6 resources, and each biome has their own unique guardian, such as mammoths or rock giants. You're likely gonna need a team for these though, so come prepared. Or come prepared to die. There's also now more mob camps and random enemy camps throughout Albion. These are mostly smaller groups of mobs that come in different difficulties and rarities. And as their name implies, they are random, which means they may not always have the same enemies in them. So be careful the next time you just run into one, otherwise you may run into a mini-boss. While exploring, you may come across an altar. Altars are haunted by specters, which are perfect for farming essence. Galahad has also introduced home bases. These are entire zones dedicated to a particular NPC faction, like the Morgana or Undead faction. These zones will be the place to PvE grind for single players, groups, and guilds. Home bases will also include 2 raid bosses, a daily boss and a weekly boss. Also on the PvE front are expeditions. These are essentially mini dungeons that can be done solo or in a group. I did mine solo because I have no friends. You won't gain as much silver in these as you would in open world PvE, but upon completion they will award you with some royal seals, which will be needed to craft royal armor. You may notice that a lot of these changes are PvE related. Well, yeah, that may be due to the fact that the Destiny board now has been updated with a dedicated PvE track, which is used to unlock new expeditions and bonuses against PvE enemies. If you're not into killing things though, Galahad has you covered. Each resource will now have its own set of armor that you can unlock via the Destiny board. These provide bonuses when gathering its respective resource type. There's also now enchanting in Albion. Using runes, souls, and relics, you can now enchant your items to increase their power. One of the biggest changes in Galahad that you may have noticed all throughout this video and the previous one is the user interface. The UI of Albion has received a major overhaul. Compared to the previous one I saw a few years ago, which hadn't really been updated since, Galahad also introduced a lot of other updates that may not be as noticeable, but there are still a lot of them. Combat rebalancing to fix the current meta, new emotes, new graphical options, various quality of life improvements, and naturally bug squashing. All in all, the Galahad update has made Albion a very different game. If you've played before but maybe haven't played in a while, now is the perfect time to check it out. And if you haven't played it before and are maybe thinking of getting into Albion Online, click on the link in the description below to visit their main site. Read some more information, as there's simply no way I can explain everything here. Then you can judge for yourself if it's something you'd like to play. And that's all I've got. If you see me in game, make sure to hit me up. Not literally though, I don't want to die and lose all my stuff. You get my point.